Alright, I'm back with another YouTube video. It's gonna be another how-to. This is my cousin's 2010 or 2013? 2010 Dodge Challenger. We're gonna do his brakes, the front and the back. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do all that. I'm gonna show you the tools and what sockets and what all that you have to do. So just stay tuned. I'll cut the video out, just giving a little preview. And these are 18-inch rims, and we're doing, like I said, the front and the back brake pads. So I'll cut the video out, get everything starting to set up. So far I got all my ratchets and got my jack. These are some stoppers for the back tires for when I lift the car up. And then I got these 3-ton stands, so we could just lift up the whole front of the car, and take off both wheels and do both at the same time, then lift up the back and do both of the back at the same time. But anyway, I'm cutting out the video now. I'm gonna start getting a little set up, and then I'll cut back the video and start showing you guys. Anyway, I'm starting to show you. I'm back. I'm gonna start showing you guys how to set up. I got one stopper over there. These are my stoppers. Go ahead and put the other one over here. All you gotta do is just put it down, slide it up underneath there, kind of kick it, and make sure it's nice and in there. You don't want it to. And we put on the emergency brake. You always want to do safety first. You don't want this car moving at all, because like I said, we're lifting up the whole front and taking both the tires off. So if the car was to fall back or something, then the whole car is like done, because you're gonna crush the whole front.
That's
so.
your car?
Huh?
That's just the extra one you got.
No, that's the actual one I had. I had that for years, matter of fact. Anyway, now we're gonna jack the car up. I got this 3-ton jack right here.
Do we loosen the tire first?
Yeah, we're gonna break the tires. We gotta get the key to take this off. Right there, you see that little nut? We're gonna go ahead and get the key to take that off. And you wanna break the tire loose a little bit. And we have a 4-way lug to do so. See, all you need is a nice 4-way lug, because obviously one of those one lugs, you gotta have some torque to take off the nuts and bolts, the nuts off of the tire. So a 4-way lug I would recommend, better than a one lug that came with the car, I guess. So right now we're gonna take the keys for like people not being able to steal your rims. So you got this custom key. My car doesn't have it, but his does. And we just put it in there like that. Just like that. Just as long as it doesn't move, you got that snug. And then we find what size it is on the 4-way lug. And there it goes, right there. I already got it. All I gotta do is just break that loose. Then we break those all loose. You don't take it off, you just break it loose. And then we lift the car up with the jack. Then we take all the nuts off, then take the tire off. Then we'll do this. We'll repeat the same thing on the other side in all 4 tires. I'm gonna cut out the video now, so I can start breaking these loose, and then I'll cut the video back in when I start taking off the whole tire.
Alright, I'm recording that, guy.
Alright, we're back. I got my cousin on the camera. Right now we're breaking his stuff loose. The only reason I kept cutting out is because, I mean, I'm doing camera and everything, but since he's gonna be helping me with the camera, we're all good. Broke those loose. Now when it comes to putting these tires back on, you always want to do when you start putting the bolts back on, you always want to do opposite. So if you was to do this one, you're gonna want to put that one back on. Then from that one you jump this way, then that one you jump this way, then that one you jump that way. So that way you put it on the tire all evenly. Now when you're taking it off, it doesn't really matter, especially if you're breaking them loose. That's why I'm just doing it in a complete circle, so I know which ones got broken loose. Make sure it's all nice. They're coming off good. Alright, now all we gotta do is lift it up. jack down.
And grab the jack door.
See, and you can already see where you can put your jacks at because it has that indent groove inside of your trim. Yep, right there is perfect. But I'm not gonna put it there because that's where I'm gonna put my stand at. So I need to find a different place to put the jack at to lift the car up. Found it. Just put it in there. I wish I had a bigger jack so I could show you guys easier, but I only got the small one, so I just have to work with what I got.
God damn, it's hot as shit.
Start lifting up. Now that I got it in there. As you can see, lifting up the car nice and easy. No problems. I lift it up high enough so I could get one of these 3-ton jacks. Now, if we were doing something different, like changing the oil or dropping the gas tank or something serious like that, you're gonna want to bring it up a whole lot higher off the ground than what it is right now. But since we're just having to take off a tire, you don't have to bring it up too far. Because we're just, like I said, we're just changing a brake. So once you get that tire off, you're good. There we go. So, you can see it's already pretty much off the ground a little bit. I'm bringing it up just a little more so I could just slide this strap up on it there. So.
Yeah.
I take it down a little bit, setbacks, and move the jack out of the way. That's what I'm trying to do already. Because I gotta put it right here, and this tire is in the way. Get on this side. There we go. Now I won't be in the way. Bring this all the way up. The good thing is, keep it close. You can measure how far you need to bring it up. That's what I like about these jacks, because it doesn't take much to lift up the car, and it takes them down real quick. You always want to have that fast and easy in and out type stuff. Right, we'll start the next one. There we go. Perfect right there. Bring it down a little bit. As long as you go back, when you start bringing it down, you want to do it real slow. You don't want to drop it. You just kind of like ease it. There we go. Nice and slow. Perfect. you take it all the way down once it's on there. Just bring down the jack a little bit so you can slide it right up on it. Just like that. Now that's not going anywhere. It's setting up. The tire is off of there. You just have to take the tire off. Now it doesn't look like it's completely off the ground, but it is. The closer it is to the ground, the easier, so you don't have to really like lift your tire up when you want to put it back on. Kind of just like this. Push it in there. Just start taking these off of here. I'm definitely gonna have to get me one of these things. I've seen a YouTube video already on how to take these off, and I'm telling you, everybody on YouTube, some of these YouTube videos out here are kind of ridiculous. I don't really understand why they're not showing you step-by-step instructions. And because they'll tell you like bolts and everything, but they'll be missing some parts, like for the most part. And about these bolts, right now I'm taking off, they're 21 millimeters or 13/16. That's the size of the nuts on here. Try to do this kind of quick. That's another good thing about having a four-way lug. You can spin it, and you can actually get this off here real quick like that. Unless you have your own like compressor and you have the gun, you could take this off here a whole lot quicker. But I don't really trust the guns too much because some of them strip the grooves on your inside the nut and on the grooves of your bolt, and that's no good, man, because you can really mess up your stuff that way. All right, now the tire's up, and there you go. Just slide it right off of it. Just set it right wherever you want it at. Doesn't matter.
Oh shit! Goddamn. I like to change my goddamn brake pad every September. Every September, dude.
Anyway, that's your brake caliper. Your brake pad's right here. And there's another one on the other side. Now there's two bolts to take the brake caliper completely off. There's one right here and one on the bottom of it. Now, you don't really have to take off all the bolts if you don't want to. You have to loosen them, but you don't have to really take them off, because some people, you can actually flip your brake caliper upward or flip it downward depending on how long your hose is and where your hose is connected to. Now this one we could flip it upward and I'm pretty sure it'll just stay right there. I mean, you don't really have to take it all the way off if you don't want to. Anyway, we got this side set up.
It's hot as fuck, dog.
I know, dog. We got this side set up. Now I'm gonna get on the other side, but first I want to show you guys. We're gonna go ahead and pop the hood. This is one of the parts that I've seen that people forget about.
Dude, oh, fucking bitch. Oh, motherfucker.
Anyway, we're popping the hood right now. This is a part that I've seen somebody forget on, and I just really want to make sure that you guys notice. Anyway, when it comes to changing brake pads, you want to take off your brake cap. There it goes, right over. Because once you start pushing the brake calipers back so you can take off the pads, your oil is going to leak out a little bit. It's going to have some pressure. I'm trying to, there you go. Pop that off. And make sure this is it. It looks like it. They're usually right here. Yeah, that's it. This is for your brake pad. You just take that cover off of there right there, set it right here, have no problems. Because they build up pressure in there and then the oil and the fluid is going to come back up. And you just don't want to you just want to take it off. It needs to bleed. That's what they call that. Got my cameraman making sure he shows you where it is. You got to take this cover off of here.
You know, this the panel you gotta take off to get to this compartment here. Take that goddamn cap off.
Alright, now we're gonna break the other tire.
We're gonna go ahead and do it now?
Yeah, because we don't want to lift up both sides, so we just do both of the front at the same time, then we just drop over down.
Bro, I wanna paint my fucking calipers, dog.
You want to paint them? You can put that on a video too, I don't care. I got, what you want, red spray paint? I found an extra can too in the closet, I think.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that because I left.
Alright, now we go ahead and start breaking these.
Oh, you already got the special one already? Yeah, okay.
No, I'm gonna keep that with me.
I've seen that, dog. Hold up. Is that a different tire, dog?
What, this? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a different tire than all my other tires. Oh, no, it's not. I was about to say, what the fuck?
Go ahead and break all these loose again. Just like how we did on the other one. And some may be a whole lot tighter than the others, so you really got to put that leverage into your torque. Wait, turn it. Some may be lighter. It all depends on how they were put on. These aren't so bad, so actually pretty light. I'm surprised. Just take that right there. We could leave that on there because we're about to jack this side of the car up and put the other stand on there.
How many stands you got?
2.
Oh, okay.
Just like how I did the other one, you want to make sure that you don't have your jack in the way of where you put your stand at.
Bullshit ass V6, bro.
There's nothing wrong with a V6, man.
Yeah, I guess, dog. You know.
I mean, the bigger
It's
the
all
motor,
about
the more
the
problems you're going to have along with that.
gas.
Let's see.
Nigga ain't worried about nothing.
Okay. And anyway, how I'm jacking this car up, instead of using where they want you to put a jack at, I'm using the frame of the car, just in case anybody wants to know. You don't want to put it on something that may bend or not work. So, just to clarify that, because I know I'm not using where I told you to put a jack at. Now, if you're just changing the tire, then yeah, by all means, use where they tell you to use it at. But if you're going to put a stand there, you're going to want to jack it up using the frame of the car. You don't want to put this jack on anything else, because you can bend your muffler pipe if you put it on there, and all kind of stuff. It's the frame of the car.
Niggas ain't getting my license plate, bro.
Alright, got that in there. Nice and good, snug. I'll just start jacking it all the way up.
Bro, you can change all the lights in your car too, though.
I know.
You wanna do that?
I haven't done it yet.
All red. I really don't want to do all red, but I couldn't do no fucking blue or no bullshit like that.
Yeah, and really, I mean, unless it's brake lights, you can't do red anyway. Those has to do with like...
I'm talking about like the interior lights in your car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can do that. I thought you were talking about...
I had some chick at my job, she was trying to get me to buy a little, like them blue lights. You be seeing them bright ass lights?
Yeah. The little LEDs.
Yeah.
Now this is a little in the way, but not really. It's still good. So I'm gonna do, now that it's up in the air, just bring it down a little bit. Nice and sturdy. There you go, just like that. Now that tire ain't going nowhere. Push the jack down a little bit. That bitch right out of there.
Right on out that motherfucker, I tell you what.
Oh, girl, you know where my stuff is. I'm busy. Oh, it's in my wallet. I think. I don't know. Anyway, now I'm taking off the rest of these. First one I want to take off is that key one, like the key nut. So I don't gotta worry about messing with this one. And you can keep all your. Never want to put your nuts or bolts or anything in the dirt, because then it gets dirt inside there, and then you can strip your bolt and nut that's inside the rotor and all that. So you always want to keep it dirt and dust free, really. Especially if you're using one of those torque guns, because that's just going to really strip the hell out of that bolt, because it's now grinding the dirt and sand on your bolt, and that's not going to be any good. Then you have to replace that stuff.
Pop that, sit open, pop it, shot it, you can get it.
Now I was gonna do a video for my brakes, but I forgot to do it for the 2010 Camaro. So I changed them and didn't make a video for it. So I apologize to everybody about that. So next year,
Punk ass nigga.
I'll go ahead and make one. Alright, take this last top tire off. Don't want any weight. Make sure the tire's laying flat so it doesn't roll.
Bitch ass nigga. What you know about it? 23, 24 and get it. Trying to make $1. Oh, can't show that. Oh, trying to make $1 out of what makes sense. Yeah, a little peek of the inside, a little peek of the inside. I can't give you all that shit, dog.
Nah, yeah, man, that's a show car soon.
It's gonna be a 13, cuz it's gonna be a 13.
13. 10, 12, 13. We were watching a YouTube video, they said it's a 13, and it is. It's nice and snug. So 13 millimeter is gonna work to get these bolts off of here. And so I'm gonna let you know exactly what you need right now. You're gonna need a 13 millimeter bolt, a socket for it. You're gonna need a jack, and if you're gonna lift both the front car up, the whole car up, then you're gonna need stands like I showed you, and a jack, and then you're gonna need a C-clamp to push the brake calipers back. And that's pretty much all you're gonna need, other than maybe a flathead screwdriver, depending on how you get your brake calipers on.
Goddamn C-clamp niggas. Edit all that shit together. Flash that shit in there.
Alright, now I'm taking this off. I got the bolt on the bottom. I'm gonna get that off of there. Now they may be kind of tight. You can even use a hammer or something like to get the best leverage, but I don't have a hammer with me at the moment, so I'm just using my palm. They're not on there that tight, so you could do it that way if you want. You could just take this one off of here completely, just unscrew it, and there it goes right there. Nice 13 millimeter bolt. You could just sit that right inside your little toolbox if you want to. Make sure you just don't never get any dirt on these bolts. Now just loosen that up. Here goes your brake line. You have a bleeder right here. You don't even really need to mess on all that because of how I did it at the top. I mean, you do have a bleeder, and here goes your brake line. And I told you that you don't need to actually take off the whole caliper if you don't want to. It's a little tight just because it's not pushed back. But it will just slide right off of here. And it really is moving a little bit. There we go. Oh. fucking bolt came out. You just put that bolt right back in there, just like this. Tighten it up a little bit. Come on, bitch. There you go. Alright, just like that. I mean, if it doesn't stay up, then you could take it off if you want to. But lots of people do it this way so you don't have to really worry about it. And here goes the caliper. All you gotta do is get, I'm gonna show you in a minute, but all you gotta do is get one of these brake pads off, put it up against here, and use your C-clamp to push this back so that way you could put both of your brakes on without any problems. So you can, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the bolt anyway.
Yeah, sure. Any kind, any kind.
Okay, you want blue red?
Yeah, yeah. And take that off, put that right there. Lift this up. You could just sit this right on top of the rotor, doesn't matter as long as it ain't gonna go nowhere. And here goes the brake pads. Now before I take these off, I'm gonna let you guys know, however whatever side they put these on is exactly how you want to put the other ones on, because one, I mean, they have a reason for why they put it on here like that, especially if you just got this car from a dealership. And two, it's just best to do it that way because you don't want to bend or mess anything up. So as you can see, you got that little piece of metal right here. So once this starts to wear down, this metal will start cutting into your rotor. That's when it's really too low, and you'll hear a screeching sound. That's when you know for sure that you have to change your brakes. Because whenever you start stopping, you'll hear a screech noise, and that's that piece of metal grinding into your rotor.
Nigga, which one can you
And right now we got Duralast brakes, maximum performance.
Which one is rear?
Rear. We have to open them all up anyway. These are the rear ones right here. As you can see, they're a different size.
Okay.
And then we got,
Oh, I forgot about the camera shift for a second.
these right here. Nice performance looking. Look how nice that is. Real nice. And they even come with their own grease.
Nice, son.
So now what you do, like I said, you can see the piece of metal right here on this one. So just take that off of here. And where you put that grease at, these are actually pretty good, man. Compared to, don't even look that wore down how the way you stopped.
What are you talking about? My brakes? They're still good?
Yeah, they're like,
Fuck that.
nice.
There might be more rotors in.
Actually, the rotor's got some.
Or maybe it's just the way that I stopped for real shit. I don't know, guys. You tell me. Does it look any good?
They're looking pretty good to me compared to this. This one's brand new.
Oh, shit.
They didn't really look like they used a whole lot.
Can't really get it level to level. Let me fuck with you though. I mean, shit. It just felt like it was time for an upgrade, bruh.
Well, you darn sure got it now.
Fuck
I'll
yeah.
go ahead and put it in.
I mean, I don't know, bruh. Maybe. It might just be like one side. Then maybe one side wore down real bad. Maybe one of my tires are just fucked. You know what I mean?
It could be the back, because usually if you get the car, they usually
Yeah,
just
it's
worry
probably
about
true. They probably changed these front ones out already.
Yeah.
We'll
But,
see.
I mean, if you want to just
I can't. What I could do with these brakes right here? I can't do shit with them.
talking about those? I
Okay.
mean, you could keep them.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
If you say like you didn't have no money, your brakes are starting to fuck up or something, it's always good. If you have good brakes, keep them. And just go ahead and put the new ones in.
How you get this shit off right here, son? Or can you take it off?
No, you don't want to take this off because it's got the brake line, and then that'll just bleed out oil and all kind of stuff.
So how I paint that motherfucker, cuz? I just like
you're gonna have
wrap
to,
some
like,
paint around it or something,
You're gonna have to
or
hold
paper.
that bitch up somewhere.
And
You could
just-
take this off of here. You could take the brake line loose from this, because you have all this extra brake line to use. So you could probably put it over here somewhere. But the thing about it is you don't want to take that bitch off.
I just want
of
to paint
here.
right here, bam. I just cover like something right here. Just
Yeah, you can cover that up.
top piece, that's it.
Yeah.
Front, done. I think that's all that's visible, right? Pretty much on that side at least.
Yeah. So
maybe
really what you want to do is paint this and
like a
the
little
top.
bit of that, yeah.
Other than that, and then you want to paint this part.
Yeah, figure some shit out.
Yeah. Well, anyway, where you put the oil at, he bought some oil, like a little bit of grease oil for this. And what you're gonna do, I wish I had some gloves, but I don't. I hate fucking getting all greasy and shit, but that's the life of a car, I guess. Anyway, you're gonna want to put it inside these grooves right here. Never want to put it on this rotor, man, because you ever put grease on your rotor, you're not stopping. And then that's when the trouble comes in. So really, you want to put it as far away from the rotor as you can, because these brake pads, they're gonna move back and forth, so they'll help put the grease in the spot where it needs to be at. So you don't need to really put it all the way deep in there. Since they move back and forth, it's gonna push that grease where it needs to be at. You don't have to push it all the way back there. So just really put it up in the front. So you got some of this, like, what's this? Brake lubricant. Right there. And then on the back, you do the same thing. Once you take the back brake pad off of here. Now, if you're really going to go into detail, you could buy a brake cleaner. And what that is basically brake cleaner is nothing but kind of like a lighter fluid, basically. And it helps clean off this dust, and you can actually clean and make this look kind of damn near brand new. But you don't have it, and it's not even really that important because it's going to get dusty again eventually. Huh? Oh, you got it? Oh shit. What's up? Shit, I wish you would have told me that.
Brake fluid right there.
You see, it just kind of shoots all that dust and shit off of there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna cut out the video real quick, get a rag so we can kind of like clean this up a little bit. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm back. And I went ahead and got me a rag just to go ahead and start cleaning this up. And my cousin, he's going to be doing this little side work on spray painting his brake calipers. He wants red and black. And we'll be showing parts of that. We're really going to get into detail with this so that way you guys could know exactly what's going on. And for future reference, if you guys have any questions or comments, you know, just hit me up on the comment below and let me know what's going on if you need anything. I'm going to go ahead and set the camera down in a spot where I could like kind of see.
Put on like a couple boxes of,
yeah, matter of fact, give me that box right there that's behind you. Alright. Alright, trying to get this all set up here so you guys can see what's going on. We don't got no cameraman, it's just me and him doing all this. Nah, you're good, man. I just want to make sure they can see. There we go. Alright, now as you guys can pretty much see right now, we gotta turn it a little bit. Now, you got this right here, that brake cleaner. You want to spray, get the rag, you want to spray all this right here. You can even spray on the rotor because it's basically, like I said, it's basically like lighter fluid, and it's going to completely dry up by itself, so you don't have to worry about that. And it doesn't matter if you already put that lithium grease on there because it's going to stay there. Now you just get that rag, kind of just wipe off all this excess dust and shit. You can see all that stuff coming off of there. Just be careful where you wipe at, because if you wipe grease, you don't want to wipe it by the rotor, so if you have to fold your rag or whatever, do it that way. As you can see, it's already pretty much clean now. And it ain't gonna go nowhere.
You put this shit on here?
Yeah, you can put it all on, it doesn't matter, because see, watch. It'll just dry right up.
That's what it's gonna do too. That shit was looking like it's going. Oh,
Alright, now I already put brake grease on this side and on the top and on the back and on the top of the back. So all you gotta do now is put your brake pads on. Now like I said, since this side had where you had that tab right here, you want to make sure you do it exactly the same way. So you just sit that in here like that and it slides right in there just like that. No problems. And since it's got that grease in there, it'll keep it moving good and you won't have to worry about nothing. Now I'm going to put the other one on the other side.
What's the 13 right here?
Yeah. I got my cousin starting the other side, so we don't, because it's basically the same thing. You're just going to repeat the same exact thing with what you just did. So right now he's going to be taking off his brake caliper on that side while I'm finishing this one up. Like I said, just to clarify, this is a 2010 Dodge Challenger. And it's the V6. I think 3.6 or 3.7, I don't know the liters. It doesn't really matter about the liters if you're changing the brakes, so. Because I'm pretty sure this would be the same as that brakes for a V8.
Probably not, dude.
I don't know. Well, yeah, you're right, because the one we were looking at, he had like, I think his brake calipers had 2 of the pushbacks or whatever for the caliper. That was kind of interesting. I didn't know that.
Loosen this shit or tight?
I have it set on loosen. It's righty tighty, lefty loosey. All right, now that I got that on there, I'm gonna use one of the old brake pads and push. I don't know if you can see that. Have to probably lift this camera up just a little more. Let me see. It's hard to see. Light everywhere. Okay, yeah, now you can see. Alright, I'm gonna have to push this back. So I'm gonna get one of these old brake pads right here. As you could probably see right now. Oh no, it's kind of hard. Yeah, as you can see. And I'm gonna put that on there just like this. And get my C-clamp and just rev it backwards. So that way it could kind of push this hydraulic back. That's what I think that is. Let me go ahead and get my C-clamp right now. Alright. And expect to get dirty, man. Even if you have gloves, you're gonna get dirty. That's just the way this works. I mean, I'm sorry if you feel like you know you don't want to get dirty and shit, but you're gonna get dirty, man. Even if, I mean, yeah. Either way, whenever you work on a car, expect to get some kind of grease or something on your fingers, on your arm, or something like that. So don't expect like this is just gonna be, I don't have to worry about it, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna get dirty. I got gloves. It never works out, man. I have done this stuff with gloves, without gloves. Either way, you're gonna get dirty, man. So right after this, I suggest you take a shower. And be careful when you get in your car, when you get done doing stuff like this, because, I mean, you don't want to put no grease on your steering wheel and shit. Alright, now that I got the C-clamp pushed back, all I gotta do is tighten the C-clamp. And it's gonna push this hydraulic back for your brake pad. That's what you call bleeding the brake. And that's why we took the top off the brake cap up there, for where you put your brake fluid at. Because this is pushing all that oil back up in there. So since we're doing it that way, just like that. Now you could put grease around your boot of the brake pad, but you don't really need to if it's new. It's not that big of a deal. Matter of fact, I could just spray this on there and it just work just fine, cleaning that off of there. Just like that. Hopefully I didn't get none on the screen. It's kind of hard to see. No? Okay. Anyway. Alright, that's pretty much it, man, for the most part. Now all you gotta do is just put it back on there. It's real quick and simple, easy setup. But I'm not gonna put this back on here just because he's gonna be painting this. But how you would put it back on, you just flip this back on here. I'll show you how, but I'm not gonna put the bolts in. You just flip that like this, and now that is pushed back, all you gotta do is just make sure it's nice and snug, and then Just like that, bam. Then you just put your bolts back on, and then that's a wrap for this. And then I'll show you the back and all that. I'll go ahead and cut out the video now, and I'm gonna have him start spray painting his brake calipers because that's what he wants to do. And then I'll go ahead and videotape that a little bit too, and then I'll start showing you how to do the back brakes. And one other thing, right now we're just changing the brakes, but we're not doing the rotors. Now the rotors, they're still good. Yeah, they're still good. So I would suggest next time when we change his brakes to do the rotors too, because I mean the rotors are there for the brakes to like grind into them, and if you grind in too much, you can actually start getting into the metal, start squeaking. It can really mess up your alignment and everything, like your tire balance and all that stuff.
How do you check your alignment? How do you feel for your alignment? That's whenever like you feel like you're driving straight, but the shit's going like it's
yeah,
like,
and
okay.
and it has to do with moving too. Like if you could check it with moving your tire. That's another thing. If you ever want to check your alignment, you could shake your tire up and see if it moves or not. If it moves, then you may need an alignment, because that's like tire balance issue and everything. And if you're driving on the road, how you for sure you know if your alignment is off is when you let go of the wheel. You just let it go for a few minutes and see if you're still driving straight. If you're driving straight, then your alignment's all right. If you start pulling off to the left or the right, that means your alignment is off. But anyway, I'm gonna cut out the video now. I'm gonna let him start spray painting his calipers, and we'll go ahead and show you how he's doing that, and then we'll go into putting these back on and putting the bolts on, and then we'll go ahead and do the back brakes and show you guys how to do all that. So just stay in tune. Alright, right now we got it prepped up for when we're gonna paint his brake caliper. I think he's doing it red, I don't really know. We couldn't take the whole brake caliper off just because of the fact that we don't want to bleed out any oil or anything, so right now we just have it sitting on his rotor and have a towel covering up, so that way we don't have to worry about it getting spray paint or anything on it. So he's just gonna do the top right here, the sides right here, and the sides on here and on that side. So go ahead and show that a little bit, and I'm gonna cut out the video. As you can see, he's doing just fine. It's really hard for me to see that. Yeah, there we go. And you want to do about 3-4 coats. Now the paint he's using isn't all that. Usually you would want to have brake caliper paint because they can handle that type of heat. But I don't think it's gonna really do too much damage. If you just put on maybe like a 4th coat, it may keep that from really messing up. So right now he's doing a tack coat, that's what they'll call that, where he goes on kind of light. That way he ain't got to worry about it dripping. And then you just do another coat after that, and another coat after that, and another coat after that. Anyway, I'm cut out the video now, and then we'll get set up to do the back brakes. Damn. Alright, man, I'm back. This is about the brake calipers. New development, man. The stuff that we just cleaned with the brake cleaner that I was telling you about, they actually have brand new ones inside that Duralast. I didn't see them, so I apologize. We're gonna have to take those old ones out and replace them with these brand new ones. They look real nice, they're brand new, so I'm gonna go ahead and take them out on that side, on his passenger side. But I'm gonna have to wait for him to be done painting that caliper on this side before I can replace them on that side. So I'm gonna show you how to do that, and then that'll be the end of the front brakes. Alright people, I'm back. This is the passenger side. I was telling you that we got these brand new brake holders, I guess you want to call them that. What they replace these right here, if you can see that. They just pop, these just will pop right out of there. And these what holds the brake inside in place for the caliper, for the brake pads. So all you gotta do is just kind of pull that out of there. You see how this is old and grimy looking, and this one's brand new. You just push this right back in here. So you ain't even gotta worry about anything. You can put some grease in these grooves right here, just a little bit, so that way it can slide in good and whatever, and then you just pop those back in. That's for the front, the bottom and the top have them, so you'll have 4. Anyway, this will conclude my front brake for right now, and I'm gonna do the back brakes and show you how to do that. And then once you're done, I'll show you how to get prepared to go ahead and get that brake fluid all through your brake pads and everything. Since we're pushing these back, the hydraulic, we're pushing the hydraulic back, and I'll show you how to do all that. So just stay tuned. Alright, this is to conclude the front brakes. We're already done. And this is his brake calipers. See, you got painted, looks kind of nice. Now it ain't perfect, but it's nice. So now all we gotta do now is put on the tire and then drop the front down. We're gonna do both sides. We're gonna put the tire on, put the bolts back on there, drop the front, and then we'll start on the back. So stay tuned, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the back done. So I'm gonna cut out the video now, put these tires on, drop the front, lift the back, and then take the back wheels off and show you how to do your back brakes. So just stay in tune for me, man, and I'll go ahead and let you guys all see how to do all of this. Alright everybody, I'm back. I'm starting on the back brakes right now, the rear brakes. The floor, where I'm working at, the ground isn't level, so I'm doing one at a time for each wheel instead of lifting both the back all the way up and taking both tires at the same time. I have to do one at a time because I couldn't lift it up as far as I wanted to. So right now I'm taking off this tire. Got 3 more bolts to take off it here, then you'll get to see the back brakes. And it's pretty much the same basic thing. It's not that complicated, it's just like the front, except for these back brakes are smaller than the front brakes. Let's take them off like that. The last one right here.
What are you doing? You're supposed to videotape him.
Let's take these off. Bam, come on. Just pull the tire off. Set the tire off to the side.
Mommy, you gotta take that tire off.
Damn, your fingers are painted, Mike.
Alright, I'm back. These brake calipers are different from the front because 1, they're smaller, and 2, they have a different bolt size. The bolt size for this is 15 millimeters. That one was 13. So it's about 2 meters more on this one. But the same principle, righty tighty, lefty loosey, everybody know that. All I gotta do is just break them loose. Matter of fact, let me see this. Complicated spot. Man, if I got a fucking hammer or something, I'm gonna have to get my sledgehammer. Not the bottom. The bottom's actually loose. Wait. Yeah. Damn it, don't tell me. Yeah. It's looser, but I gotta get... See, sometimes your brake caliper won't come off. It'll just keep loosening. That's when you have to get a wrench to put in between that bolt and this nut right here. So since I have to put one in between here to help loosen it up, it's just gonna, this whole bolt right here will just keep spinning and won't actually loosen off. So I have to get, it may be a 15. I'm gonna try a 15. If not, it looks like a 16. Start off on the bottom. I don't know what the size bolt this is because I don't have a 15 or a 16. I only got 14 and lower. So right now I just got this adjustable. It should, all I needed to do is just to be able to hold that bolt right here so it don't move nowhere. See how it's moving still? But once it starts touching the other pieces of metal, it'll get stuck there. And now you can actually start taking it off. And right now it's already loose, so that's good.
Where's Mark go? It's done? Oh.
And closer. Alright, well, back one was pretty tight, but I'm getting it off. It's now loose, so we're all good on that. You can see the bolt right here, 15 millimeter like I said. I'm just going to sit it over there with the rest of the stuff. This one is off now. You can lift it up if you want to. Matter of fact, you can just leave it just like that. Here, all this stuff will hold it for the most part, as long as you don't mess with it. And there goes the I forgot the name of it. It's part of the brake caliper, the thing that you have to push back. I forgot the name. I'm not worried about it right now. Let me see these. Now, just like the last one, I'm checking to see if this has those caps. I mean, the plate, the piece of metal that the other one came with. I don't see them in here, so I don't think so. Hey, Mike, you didn't say nothing outside of this box, right? No. Okay. Yeah, the other one they had brand new metal pieces to hold the brake pads in, but this one doesn't have them for some reason, which makes no sense to me. But right now I'm just gonna take these off. As you can see, all I gotta do is wiggle them out of there, and there you go. Now, compared to these ones, these are a little wore down, but not that much. Probably like halfway. You can see the difference between the new one and the old one. Right there. So, not even, well, like half, I guess. Anyway, so all you gotta do is just always match it up. I'm gonna put a little bit of grease in between here and here like I did the front. And then on the same thing on the back, and take the back out. There's always going to be two brakes, one front and one in the back. And for the most part, man, that's pretty much it. All you gotta do is get one of these brake pads. Matter of fact, to go ahead and push this back, all you gotta do is get the C-clamp. You tighten the C-clamp, push all that back, and then you can just slide this right back on here. You don't even have to take this off like I was saying. See, like some of them I was trying to tell you, you don't really have to take all the whole bolt and all that stuff off of there if you don't want to. You can actually have something hold it up, and then you don't even have to worry about taking off both bolts and the whole thing apart. Unless like you're trying to paint it or whatever the hell you decided you're gonna do. But if you're just changing the back brake pads, then you don't have to worry about that. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and put some grease on here. I'm gonna get my C-clamp, and then I'm gonna show you how to go ahead and push that. Alright, now I got my C-clamp. Use one of the old brake pads. Just sit them right inside there. You want to make sure your C-clamp's at the right level. So I'm going to have to open mine up just a little bit more. Alright, throw that in there right there. Just put it on the back and on the front. Just like that. And you just tighten your C-clamp up. adjust it now. That's kind of snug. Then you just keep on tightening and pushing that thing back there. Just keep pushing all the way back. Nice and tight. Alright, that's when you know you got it all the way back there. You don't have to worry about it. Now you just unloosen a little bit and it'll fall right out of there. Now you're done with all that. My cousin's gonna go ahead and paint this brake caliper and the other one since he painted the front ones. Now I'm gonna get that last bolt off for you guys. So he can go ahead and do that. So we can lift it up. Don't do it? Actually, yeah, that seems like it would be better if it was like that anyway. Just keep it right there.
You didn't have much space.
Alright, I'm back. We're just now finishing up the last back brakes. And like I said, these are 15mm bolts and the front up there are 13s. And these are a little tighter, so what you're gonna want to do is get a wrench, like I said, something that's, I'm thinking it may be a 15, maybe a 16. I just don't have those type of wrenches with me right now. So right now I'm just using one of those adjustable wrenches. And like I said, he got him painted. These are brand new brakes. The next time he does his brakes, he's gonna probably need some new rotors. These look okay for right now. And he painted red. These look like sports racing brakes, so I know they're gonna last a while. And they're easy to put on. You make sure you just put the lubricant right where it needs to be at, and that's in the crevice. Like you see this old brake, you're gonna put you could even put it on the new brakes when you're doing it, but you put a little bit of grease right on those tips, so that way it can slide on that piece of metal nice and smooth. You won't hear no squeaking when it comes to it moving, and you won't hear. And then even this, the brake, your rotor, you could clean it up with brake cleaner and get all that cleaned up and all nice and all the debris off of there. That'll keep them from squeaking too. But these are new brakes, and I don't think it will actually happen. And plus, they're not ceramic. Anyway, that's done. Hope you guys liked the video. If you got any questions or comments, just comment below and let me know. And I appreciate everybody, and like and subscribe.